Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, System Shogun here. And in today's quick demo, I'm going to show you Microsoft Agent Framework, the newest agentic framework from Microsoft. And yeah, you might be asking, well, they have Semantic Kernel, they have AutoGen, and now they have Microsoft Agent Framework? Yeah, I get it, I'm frustrated too. But according to them, this will be the way to go starting now. So they've basically merged the best from both worlds. They merged the easy interfaces from AutoGen and the enterprise readiness from Semantic Kernel. And their idea is from now on to start investing and using Microsoft Agent Framework, which is currently in preview, by the way. So in today's quick demo, I'm going to show you how easily you can get started. And for that, I've prepared a very simple demo that shows the so-called A2A protocol. So what is the A2A protocol? Well, basically, that's a protocol from Google that says how two agents can communicate. And A2A stands for that, agent-to-agent communication. If you want to learn more, you can always Google, of course, and you can read the official website documentation to learn more. But basically, today we're going to use A2A. We'll be creating two agents, and it will be a pretty simple application. But the idea is to get the hang of it and to see what's possible using Microsoft Agent Framework. So let me show you the application very quickly. Here is the application. I have a Blazor application and a web API. And here is our application. Basically what this application does is it has two sections, exams and exam results. So first we'll go under exams, where you describe what type of an exam you want. And for that, let's say we want third grade math. Once I click on Create Exam, behind the scenes, it makes an A2A call to an agent that is living inside a separate process, or it could be distributed in the other side of the world. So basically, it will trigger that agent, and that agent will create an exam for us based on the description that we provide here. Let's see that in action. And we've got back our questionnaire that all comes from the agent. So let's provide some answers here. It will be a dummy ones. I don't want to spend time answering these. I'm not even reading them. How many sides does a triangle have? 30. Okay, let's make it 3. And we submit answers. And then behind the scenes, what this will do is this gives our answers to another agent that's responsible for figuring out if the exam is answered correctly or not. And at the end, it will send the results inside a Cosmos DB database. And it will take some time. And the results will be here. Let's see if we have the results. It will take a few seconds to get that. And let me show you the Azure portal. So here is the resource group. We have Microsoft Foundry. And here is our Cosmos DB. Let's take a look at it. Let's go to Data Explorer. Here is our database. Let's see if we have items here. And we do. So here is our entry. As you can see, here are the questions, the answers. Is correct? It's not correct. And we have some feedback from the LLM, from the agent. And here, if you remember, the triangle has 3 sides, is correct, is true, and the feedback is that it is correct. Okay, let's go back here and we'll see the results popping in. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple solution, but it gives you the idea of this new framework. And now let's quickly take a look at how we've achieved this. Let's go to the solution. So we have 2 projects. One is Blazor WebAssembly and the other one is a web API. So the Blazor WebAssembly is not interesting. We just have a few pages, exam and exam result. The interesting bits are inside the web API. So we have the usual stuff. We have services. We get the endpoints for Azure OpenAI inside Microsoft Foundry. We have the key. We have the deployment name. I'm using GPT-4o Mini here. And here we need to register this interface because this is the chat client that's used by the agents. And here is where we add our agents. We have 2 agents, exam generation agent and exam processing agent. And both of them have instructions that live here. An exam preparation agent, your responsibility is to create structured exam for students, yada yada. And this is the system instructions for the exam processing agent. Your responsibility is to validate and process student exam submissions. We have the format, and then at the end we say save the validated exam date to the database using the save exam tool. So these are the instructions. This is how we create the simple agents. And then we have an endpoint for getting the exam results, as we've just seen. This is how we configure the A2A protocol. We provide the agent, we provide a path. Think of this like a REST API path, sort of. And we have a card. So this card says metadata about your agent. And same thing for this other agent, exam processing agent. And then if we take a look a bit further up here, for the exam processing agent, we add a tool like that, which is the save exam tool. And what this tool does is creates an exam database service, and then it's using the save exam async to save the data inside Cosmos DB. And that's it. It's this simple to get started. I can show you agent cards. So if we go here, I can show you a sample card. So this is our exam generation agent. As you can see, you can call this, and this is the information we got from the agent card. Basic information about the agent. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the exam Razor page and see how we're calling these agents. This is pretty standard Razor page, and here is where the magic happens. So we have the URL of the agent, and then we're using the A2A client here, and we send a message. And that's it. That's how you utilize the agent's endpoint. And you can also automate a lot of stuff by using these agent cards. There is a lot going on in that direction in the library, but you can play around with this at your own time. And this is the processing agent. Same stuff. So it's pretty easy to get started with and to make something interesting on your own. If you want to learn more, go to the documentation inside Microsoft website and start playing around. One other thing that I'll play around with in my next video is workflows, which is extremely powerful way for building workflows with agents. And I think that's the power of this framework, the workflows. But I'll play around with this in my next video. Okay, thanks so much for watching this. If you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, share it with your friends or colleagues, and keep being awesome. Thanks so much.